Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you're probably aware, it's the beginning of November, which means it's National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo. If you're not sure what that entails, the goal of NaNoWriMo is to write a 50,000 word novel in the month of November. That may sound like a lot of words in a short amount of time, and that's because it is. And so today, I want to talk about just a few methods for measuring your progress in writing. As always, none of these methods are intended to be prescriptive, but they're just merely things for people to try out. The first method is tracking word count, which is what I personally do. If you're a plotter or a more experienced pantser, you might start off with a total word count goal or just kind of a vision of how long of a story you want to tell. For example, with The Broken God, I set out with a goal of 200,000 words total, which admittedly was a pretty lofty goal for only my second novel ever, but I had a vision for the length I wanted and I actually achieved that. I like tracking by word count because it gives an easily defined sense of progress. In an average week, I set a 5,000 word goal and I try to get at least 500 words per day. If I keep to that, it means that I get about 2,500 words on the weekdays and then about 2,500 words on the weekends. Now, if things are really flowing, I can get several thousand words in one day, but the daily progress, especially the little ones, make sure I don't fall behind on the grand scheme of things. Of course, it's pretty daunting to start off on a blank page with 0 words, but being able to see your numbers go up on a weekly basis really gets the good chemicals going. And so in a similar vein, you can also count by pages. Like with word count, you might set a total page count to like 500 or something when you start your project. Then on a weekly basis, you can say you want to get 20 pages at least. That kind of breakdown puts you on track for 25 weeks of writing. And again, it's hard to start off on page 1 with nothing, knowing you want 500 pages, but being able to see that trackable progress on a daily, weekly, and even monthly basis is really helpful. Another method is just by tracking scene or chapter completion. My chapters tend to average somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 words, but each chapter might have a different number of scenes, and each scene will vary in length. With this method then, you're not so worried about word count or page length. Instead, you're just focusing on getting the content of a scene on the page. The scene could be 200 words or 2,000 words, but it doesn't matter. The word count itself is not the important part. What matters is if you feel like you've gotten your thoughts on the page as you want them. With this method, you can then set whatever goal you want. You might choose to complete 5 scenes in a week, or maybe even 20, who knows? Another method for tracking progress is to simply not track it. Of course, the benefits of tracking your progress is that it can give you an actionable timeline to stick to. The downside is that it can feel very constrictive, especially if you get behind. I've run into this many times. So for some people, just not tracking is actually better. Just write whatever you feel like doing, whenever you feel like doing it. Don't stress too much about meeting an arbitrary goal and just enjoy the process. Chances are you'll get to the end of a week or a month or maybe even a year, and as long as you've been working on stuff, you'll likely see that you actually made a lot of progress. And in this case, the only progress that really matters is just finishing your project. So those are just a few random methods for tracking your progress in writing. If you're doing NaNoWriMo, it's probably a good idea to track your word count so that you know when you hit those 50,000 words. But if you're just looking for ways to track your writing, these methods can hopefully give you some ideas. And that's it for today, just a quick video. Best of luck to everyone doing NaNoWriMo. I wish I could join you, but I'm already behind in my own revisions right now, so I can't start a new project, but I hope your books turn out wonderfully. As always, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe if you want to hear more about my writing journey and my thoughts on various stories. Leave a comment below if you want to talk about any of these methods, or if you want to talk about how you track your own writing process, or feel free to just say hello. I post videos on Sunday and Wednesday. Until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you here in the next video.